Today we are doing 2-5 irrational numbers. We've talked a lot about what rational numbers are in the previous chapter, and we talked about how they can be fractions. They can be repeating decimals, that's what that bar means. That means that 3 goes on forever. It can be terminating, where the decimal stops. It can be a square root as long as it's a perfect square. So 0.4 times 0.4 would give us 0.16. So again, those 0.4, that 0.4 answer would be terminating, so that would be fine. 4/9, the square root of that is 2/3, which 2/3 is also a fraction. And then we have our mixed number, 3 4/5, which is a fraction, and so we still have a rational number. So let's talk about what irrational is. And irrational would be a number that's not a perfect square. So the square root of 8, if you plug that in your calculator, you're going to get a decimal that does not end. So here are some examples of some decimals that never end. Those are all irrational. Here, pi, 3.14, it actually, pi does not stop. I know we always round it to 3.14, but pi continues on forever. And people are always trying to find that next number in pi, and they've figured out several hundred of them, if not more than that by now. But they're always trying to figure out what that next number is, and it just never ends. Here we're going to get into our first example, find rational number to approximate value. And you're going to use your calculator for this. So what you're going to do is just look at the square root of 34. The negative sign, will plug that in at the end. So only plug in the square root of 34 into your calculator. And there's a couple ways you can do that. It depends on what calculator you have. Sometimes you type in 34 and click the square root sign. Sometimes you have to pop up the square root sign and then type in 34. So you'll have to figure that out on your calculator. When I type in the square root of 34 into my calculator, I end up getting 5.8309551. And so this is an irrational number, the square root of 34. The decimal goes on forever. So what it wants you to do is just practice some rounding here. It wants you to round to the nearest thousandth. So when we look here, thousandths place is that third number, so we would use that 9, the one after it, and round up. So it would be 5.830. Instead of 0, I have to round that up to 1. Hundredth, okay, I'll do that in green here. Hundredth, we're looking at the 3, so we're looking at the 0. That does not round up because it's just a 0. It has to be 5 or greater to round up. So we'll get 5.83. Then here in yellow, if I do the 10th, so that would be 5.8. And I'd leave it as 8 because 3 is under 5, so we know it's not going to round up. Let's look at the next one. It says round to the nearest thousandth. So we have 2 over the square root of 7. So we're going to have 2 divided by the square root of 7 is 2.64, and it goes on for a while here. So when I do 2 divided by 2.64, I get 0.7559. And I need to round to the nearest thousandth, so that is the third spot. So it's going to be 0.756 because 9 is bigger than 5.